Welcome to the house that Rockne built. Leahy turned into legacy, Parsegan renovated, and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhuskers offense takes the field. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on him.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Crosses the 40. He's off to the races. He's at the 20. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will take the field for the first time. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Oh, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks will make sure that they are locked in and not throwing the ball near those guys.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Complete to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step, and if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
Takes the handoff. It's Hart. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Motion from the offense. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And this offense gets on the board and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
He'll take the deep shot. Snatches it on the right. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Huskers will have it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Knocked down for the tackle.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here come the Irish back on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hart. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the ground to try to move the chains. Shakes off the tackle. They make the stop, and that's how the 1st quarter will end. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch at the 30. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Wide open downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Now on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Extending the play. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score Nebraska 21, Notre Dame 7.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensive...
Nothing but green ahead. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Give to the running back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Flushed out of the pocket. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. 3rd and goal from way back there.
Nebraska.
Looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It's good. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is...
He's got it down the left. And he breaks into the open. And it's on the ground. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And that is another first down.
He's going to pass. Quarterback extends the play. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Gonna take a shot. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Irish!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
They'll go 4 wide, twin receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. Fires left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Yeah, you just go over the offense, like, bro, we don't need you today. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense, doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving core in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
The Cornhuskers will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Gets it out quickly.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 1 on the play. Second down coming up.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They move the tight end all over. From the gun, running back on the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. They give it to him again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. And the pass hits, picked off. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Hand off from the shotgun. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. The Huskers want to crank the tempo. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Beautiful play call offensively at the perfect time. In that situation, the defense obviously expecting pass, so they sneak the draw in and gash the defense.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. To the 15. Oh, look out! Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on second down. They go to the ground. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he intercepts it. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll start this drive firing. A strike downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. The give to the back. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Finds his tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Corners are going to bail. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quick handoff. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw for it. Going for 6. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Bowling Green is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like him or hate him, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch.
Oh, he's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. He's looking to throw it. He lets it fly. Makes a catch down the right side. He's loose. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
Fast motion from the offense. Got room at the 35. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
His running ability has been, I think, the biggest key for his offense's success so far in this game. That time on the RPO, nobody open, and he just takes off running. And we've seen him do it in a variety of ways, on designed runs, on scrambles, and even in the RPO game. He's making the right decisions, and he's just too athletic for this defense to tackle.
Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all offseason, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward.
And here comes the offense on second down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Now facing a 3rd and long. The play action fake. They're trying to get to him. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Oh, look out, there he goes! And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. So these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Quick completion to the right. Open space at the 25. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game.
Great job of spatial awareness and understanding the situation of the game, too. Down in a 2-minute situation with no timeouts, somehow, some way, you have got to get out of bounds. Really nice effort there by the receiver.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's the handoff. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Touchdown, Huskers! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Looking to throw on second down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Corner's going to give them room. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, they're trailing in this game late, and the defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch them off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on fourth down.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Now, thanks to that gamble and failure, a chance to tack a little extra onto the lead late. He wants it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss, because that could have been worse.
On second down, looking to throw. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
42, Notre Dame, 31.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And after this play, the cake will be baked. The DBs will back off a bit. He wants to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.